Odyssey app is your connection to listen to WHPC whenever, wherever, forever. Just open Odyssey and search for WHPC. Then mark us as your favorite. That's AUDACY. It's your new favorite way to listen to your favorite station. WHPC and Odyssey. A winning combination.
Oh, yeah!
You're listening to the best community college radio station in the nation.
2024 winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award.
Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
WHPC HD Garden City.
Available everywhere on the Odyssey app.
90.3 WHPC. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the King of Joy, Mr. Rob Leonard, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. By the way, Steve, this is Crosstalk, and I have to tell you this.
What do you have to say?
That as part of the WHPC podcast network, I have asked Sean Novat, our director, to have a little section for Crosstalk. So people we can't put up Beatles songs, but we could put up Crosstalk. So this is going to be a little, 12-minute show.
Let me fix your microphone.
Okay?
Talk a little closer, Rob.
I'm close enough, man. What do you want? Put me up higher.
I'm putting you up way up.
Okay, yeah, well, that's, this mic sucks. Well,
there you go.
There we go. Feedback?
Yes.
Okay, let me just lower this. Okay, how's that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, we had an issue with that before. But
Okay, so anyway, this show will now be part of the WHPC podcast.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah.
It's a show, but it's a show. It's not a podcast.
It's not like that crappy thing you make on Mondays.
It's a radio show. Oh, God.
Because you say, well, that's a podcast. No, it's not a podcast. It's a video cast that you also put up as a podcast. On demand is what makes it a podcast.
Whatever you say, Rob.
Thank you, Stevie. But I'm just telling you. So
yeah,
if you want to, show your friends and say, "Hey, look at this," You know, I don't know, man. I was just riding here, and these idiot kids. Where you turn on from Hempstead Turnpike onto the Meadowbrook.
Right.
Well, these kids are like this, like 7 of them, and they just all race across as I'm literally up to that point. And fortunately, lower the headphones a little bit.
I am.
Okay.
I did lower the headphones.
Okay. Anyway, so I could have hit them, but I slowed down. I saw them in advance.
Right.
And then I just honked the horn for like a continuous minute.
And what did they do?
They yelled at me.
You gonna let them do that, those kids?
What am I gonna do, man? I was driving. What am I gonna hit them? Can't hit them. By the way, is that Food Fire's shirt from the show?
Yes, it is.
Really? That's a crappy shirt. But what's the back say?
It's fine. I don't think it's a nice shirt.
There should be a picture of Dave on it at least. He's the
I don't. There's not a lot of pictures of them on the shirt, and that's fine. I don't need pictures of people on the shirts. This is one of their famous, logos that they use. The
FF
atoms,
yes.
the molecules.
That's from Big Bang Theory. It's the same thing.
Well, they didn't create it either, Rob.
I don't know who did. I only just started watching the Big Bang Theory.
Well, Foo Fighters have been around like at least 15 years before Big Bang Theory.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I look at Big Bang and I'm like, okay, I like it a lot, but I'm not a fan of the character Sheldon.
No.
I'm not a fan of the character. The rest of them I like. It works very well together. I love Penny, not just because I have a thing for Callie Cuoco.
Can we just have breaking news for a minute here, Rob?
It depends on what it is.
It's Mets.
Who cares?
What are you, a Yankee fan?
No. What I'm saying is that people have been turning this off. Yeah, and
they're turning us off because we're talking about
Big Bang Theory.
Yes,
that's not true.
J.D. Martinez just hit a grand slam.
Okay.
4-2 Mets.
Okay.
What kind of Met fan are you?
I am a Met fan, but I don't want to lose the crowd, during a game. If they're going to listen to the show, they could listen to the show and have the Mets on mute.
Rob, you have a loyal audience. Why are you so afraid?
I'm not afraid of anything.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I think you may be.
I'm not. It's a thing in radio, Steve. You're not supposed to give out the current scores. That's a thing they teach you in radio class. Don't give out the score. People will then switch over, especially if it's close.
But
Afterwards
Rob,
and before.
you have a loyal audience, Rob.
I have
And
no
it's
way.
radio.
I have no way.
If people want to watch the game, they can watch the game and listen to you at the same time.
I've said that, and I've
and
actually
you've,
come
and
on
you, I know, I've heard you say
I've
that.
said that, put on the game, put it on mute, and watch us.
Mm-hmm.
Or listen to us later at BeatlesRadioshows.tumblr.com.
Where this guy turns all these Beatles shows into podcasts.
That's right. He does.
Doesn't he?
He does, including Scott Muni's show.
And he hasn't been around, and
These shows are 40 years old.
he's not of the earth.
38 years old these shows are. And sometimes I'm listening to it and I go, okay, they just got something wrong there.
My listeners are watching and listening to us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you, Cheryl. She's a nice person.
Cheryl, who's Cheryl?
She's over at the Plainview House Mafia,
Is that a real thing?
That's what Mike and Cheryl call their little garage there where they play the rock and roll, and
Okay.
they dance and sing and get their groove on, stuff like that.
Okay, well,
Exactly.
good to hear. Wow, today is Ron's mom's 86th birthday.
I know. Happy
for her.
birthday to Mrs. Ron Stevens.
Good for Ron
Mom.
Stevens' mom.
Yes.
Fighting the fight.
She looks fantastic, too.
Well, she doesn't look as good, as young as Ron.
Well,
She
who
didn't have...
who really does look as good as Ron? Seriously, I mean,
Ron doesn't. I think I look better than Ron. And I haven't had 8 trips to Mexico.
Well, you don't look as refreshed as Ron does.
Well, look at my eyes. Do you see any lines under them? No. Look at my eyes.
I do see lines under there, and I have my glasses off. So,
No,
do you want me to put my glasses
here.
on?
No lines here. Look at this. You want to know why? Because I haven't been in the sun in 40 years, 30 years. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, see, look at that.
They're still.
A little bit of fat around the face, so that's. But I see a lot of people our age, and the sun finally has caught up to them because they all have freckles everywhere now, on their chest, on their face.
Well, you
on
don't
their
have.
neck.
You never had freckles, Rob. You
Not really, but I haven't
you
been in
weren't
the
a
sun.
freckle guy.
I haven't gotten a tan on purpose. I haven't gotten a tan since I got out of college. I can't remember the last time I said I'm going to sit in the sun and get a tan. And I think that's I didn't think about it, but I think that is part of why I look so youthful and refreshed without having to go to a Mexican doctor.
Rob, I'm sure that there's some fine doctors down there south of the border.
I'm not saying otherwise.
And obviously, the proof is in the pudding on.
My mom will tell you not to go down there, but that's something else.
We should bring on subjects to, substantiate that. Next time, Mr. Stevens.
He hasn't stopped by in a while. I'm
He's
a little shocked.
He's a busy man, and he's
I'm
got.
not sure.
When you got the pool there, you're
He
like
hasn't invited me over.
you're a squire. You got the squire.
He
He's a
hasn't invited me
squire
over to
there.
his pool there. Has he invited you? I'm sure he has.
He has not.
He hasn't.
No, he's not.
Wow. Okay. Well, not that I want to be invited, because then I'd have to show my fat body, and I probably wouldn't wear. I'd probably wear a T-shirt to cover the man boobs I might have. But
I like that Mickey Mouse shirt, the Rob Leonard tradition of Mickey Mouse.
this is the only one I have. I don't have any others. The other one I had was a 1988
That was a classic
with the
ringer.
with the ones with the ringer on.
Yeah,
the arm.
but you had that in high school too.
No, I had another one in high school.
There's a Mickey Mouse ringer that there's in the yearbook. There's a picture of you with it on, I think, right?
No,
I think so.
I don't think so. Maybe I haven't looked at the yearbook in a long. I haven't looked in there since people turned into killers.
Well, it hasn't been that long ago.
I know. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So how was your week, Steve?
How's my week? Oh, it was all right.
Just okay?
Yeah. Work.
Work. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Jiminy Glick spots lately.
Yeah, he's been making a comeback.
I love Jiminy Glick.
Yes.
he asked Mel Brooks, why is Hitler in so many bits of his? And Mel Brooks just started to laugh.
But
Well,
he
does have a lot. He's right. You remember Hitler on Ice from History
of
of the
course,
World
History of the
Part
World Part 2.
One. Hitler on ice, and they show him ice skating, and
Well, that's what you do. You make fun of
springtime.
you make
Hitler.
these people look like they're
Fools.
clowns. And,
Yes, I understand that. It was very funny.
You know?
I understand.
Exactly. Oh, kids. Anyway.
Okay.